the drawing from the industry to manufacture a job. Okay. So we have drawing and we have finished job. So this is the finished jobs. It is visible to all of you, I think. And this is the drawing related to these jobs. Okay. Now we have to make the process sheet for the same process of manufacturing. So name of this component is gear blank, which is normally used in our planetary gearbox. And here we are manufacturing the same. So as per a drawing, we have received the material from the industry. So it should be in the bar type. Bars, 100 bar is there, and its width is 42 and the bore size is 60, uh, 65 and there is a step on both sides. Six holes are there with PCD 82. I think you might have seen this type of jobs in our workshop. And presently, the same lot is manufacturing here itself. So in industry also similar types of jobs are there. So we have to make the process sheet or the process charts. In our industrial engineering, it is called the operations process charts. There are two names of operation process charts, outline process charts and bird size. Two symbols, one circle is there. So circle is there, so this symbol is the operations. So this is the operation, operation symbols. And next symbols, that is the inspection symbols. So inspection symbol is there. Inspection symbols. So in this process chart, we can use two types of symbols. So here's only operations we have to note down and the related times, what is required, and the symbols. So we make the charts of the same. So here see on the blackboards how I will make the charts. So this is the outline process charts of bird's eyes. So first operation, once we will get the bar from the rolling mills. So initially operation is cutting operation to cut the bar into required size. For example, you can see the drawing. The width of job is 41.85. So let us we cut the jobs width. So first operation is the cutting. So cutting is the operation and how much time is required for this. So here So, so this is the first operation. After cutting this, what we'll do, we'll go to the next operation. What is the next operation? Uh, First of all, you will go for the drilling of this hole. So hole diameters, that is the 65.8. So initially we have to go for drilling and after this boring. So this is one operations. Okay. But before that, after cutting size of the jobs, we have to check. What is our expected size? 45. So 45 size you have to check with verniers. This is called inspection. So next thing is inspection. So here number two, inspection. So how much inspection we require? At least 2 minutes. And here operation is inspection. Operations is inspection. Means once cutting operation is worse, then we have to go for drilling. So next operations, that is the drilling. Only two symbols you have to use. Only two symbols you have to use. Only two symbols you have to use. One is inspections and second is operation. Once the drilling is over, then we have to go for inspections. Inspection if you require, but after drilling, not necessary to go for inspection. Directly you can go for boring because uh, bore size is 65, so at least 50 diameters you have to drill this one. So here diameter of drill is 50 mm. 50 mm operation is there. So this is the next symbols means we have to go for a drilling. Okay, so like this holes we have to go for drilling. Okay, so this is the holes for drilling, and after a drilling, we have to go for boring. So next operation is boring. Inspection is not required. So borings on which machines we have to go for CNC machines. So here number four. Once again operation is done. So here for this operation, let us be consider 5 minutes and boring operation is done. So once boring, at the same times you can go for the boring, step turning, and spacing operations. Within the same, you can go for boring, step turning. Step turning means what? Whatever step is there. See this. This is the step. This is the step. So you can see that this step is there. So you can go for spacing operation, boring operation, and this step. So here, spacing operation is there, and the step turning. So here, spacing operation, and here step turning and this boring operation. So three operation at a times we can do, and with help of our CNC machines. So this is the next operation. After this, we have to remove these jobs. We have to remove these jobs. and get it checked. The next thing is inspection. So here, after this all this operation, you have to go for inspection. 2 minute inspection is required. So here inspection. This involves input inspection. Try to remember this thing because it is expected to be asked in your exam. So after inspection, you have to go for the OD turning, step turning, facing for next side. Okay. So next operation, next operation. So here we require something 5 minutes. So here facing operation just like turning, OD, and face. See that once this and this tip is over, then we can go for this one. So this state is there, then this four is over. Only the facing operations, then this turning operation, and this turning operation, and this step operation, and this facing operation. This is the facing operation, turning operation, this OD turning, and this is the step. So, like this, uh, three operations at a times we can do on our machine. Then after this, we have to go for drilling. So here you can see the drawing. So drills holes are there. So having 82 PCDP circle diameters is there. Means our three jobs we have to get it drills on this holes. Six holes are there. We have to get it drills on VMC machines. But before that, after six operations, need to go for inspections. So you can write your inspections. So again, it is inspections. 2 minutes. Let us consider 2 minutes inspections. And after this, we have to go for drilling operations and inspection operations. So our eight operations, operation number eight, drilling. So these holes we have to go for drilling operations. So these holes we have to go for drilling operations. So here serial numbers eight, eight is gas cylinder. Symbols, this is the drilling operations. Drilling six holes of diameter 7. Okay. And after this, you have to go for inspection. Inspections. So what is this operation? Here we require the time for this is the 20 minutes and 2 minutes for inspection. 20 and 2 minutes for drilling these holes. Correct. So this is the operations about the gear blank manufacturing. But these jobs in our workshop only we can do this. But once these jobs will go to industry, next operations, that is the broaching operation is there because here we require the internal gears. Internal gears in mass production manufactured by broaching. Okay. Now in this, how many numbers are there? Nine numbers. So within nine numbers, few operations are there and few inspection. So you can count all these things. So total. So in the left side, I will write total can, uh, you can count the total these circles. That circles means operation. So how many operations are there? You can count. It is one, two, three, four, and here is five. Five operations are there. So here operations five are there. You can write here five. And how many illustrations are there? One, two, three, and here is four. So four illustrations are there. You can count the time. You can count the time, how much time is required for operation, all inspections. You can count. You can count this. So first operation 10 minutes. Then operation number 3, 2 minutes. 10 plus 2, 12. 4 numbers 5, 17. 17 after this 6 numbers 5, 22. And here 22 plus 8 number 20 means around 42 minutes. So here you can write 42 minutes. Okay. Then next inspections, number 2, 2 minutes. Number 5, 2 minutes. 2 to 4. After this 7, 2 minutes. 6 and at 9, 7, 8. 8 minutes for inspection. 8 minutes for inspection. Now, why we are going to study like this way? Because in every industry, as per the standards, we need to calculate the time required to complete a job. Otherwise, any times anybody will do anything. Somebody will take more time, somebody will take less time, and more time it is not affordable to that industry. Less time is also not affordable because there is effect on the cost, there is a effect on delivery date. Correct. So in order to avoid this type of bottlenecks in industry, we actually need this type of charts. Okay. And through the charts, we have to decide the standard times in our work measurements, how to decide the standard times for particular jobs. It is given, so numerical problems are there. So that we're going to solve in our chapter number 4, work measurement is there. So which is the actually time for operations, actually times for inspection, this we have to work out in our work measurement. But before this, in industry, you have to prepare the process charts as per the operation and inspection. So this process chart is nothing but graphical representation of two types of activity, only operation and inspection. Hmm? Try to remember, here only we are using two symbols. One is circles which represent operations, then rectangular is there which represent inspection. Only two symbols we have to use. This is also called outline operation process charts. This is also called bird's eye eyes. Okay, means only outlines things you have to see. Operation and inspection, nothing is there. Okay, so this is called the process charts. Anybody having any doubt related to this operation process charts? Here's only you have to remember two symbols, operation and inspections. You can uh, count the number of operations and related times. You have to count the number of times inspections and their times. And this data is actually required in our work measurements to calculate the standard times required to manufacture a job. So here's um, this job, okay, how much time is required? So that will be here. So these jobs we have to manufacture. These jobs we have to manufacture within 15 minutes in our workshop. Okay. Now you have to make the work study on this whether this is affordable to our workshop or not. What should be the standard times for manufacturing the sim? You have to study this. This is a part of our method study. If there is a problems, then you can change in this present process. This is called a method study. So here method of manufacturing is like this: cutting bar, inspection, drilling, boring, facing, etc. This is method of manufacturing. Now, by using these methods, we required 15 minutes time. Now, what is your main motto? To justify these 15 minutes, is it okay for these jobs or you will going to reduce this? If you are success to get this reduce the manufacturing times, definitely it is beneficial to our workshop. So this thing actually required in industry to reduce the downtimes, to reduce the uh, any operations, improve the present method of manufacturing so that cost will get reduced, productions will get more and productivity will be more. Okay, without affecting the quality. There is no compromise over the quality. Surface finish should be good, geometrical and dimensional tolerance also be good. Okay, so these things actually we required in our process charts. Okay, so anybody having any doubt you can ask related to this operation process charts, or shall I repeat once again? Is it required? Is it necessary to repeat all these things? Because 1 to 2 marks objective as well as descriptive questions always be there on outline process charts. So anybody from your side, just give response to me. Is it necessary to repeat these process charts or shall I go to the next chart, flow process charts? Shall I go to the next flow process charts? Anybody from your sides? Hello friends, no response. Hello, number 65, 15 number is there. Is it okay? Okay, thank you. So we will go to the next charts. Latecomers try to understand our the outline process chart or operation process chart. So we have made actually practical these things in our workshop. So this is our jobs. We have manufactured in our workshop. This is the part of the planetary gearbox. This is the internal gears used in planetary gearbox. So how we can make the process charts of this? It is given on the blackboards. Only two symbols you have to use. One is the operation and second is inspection. You can calculate the total times required for operations and the inspection and total manufacturing. For this purpose, you must have the drawing. So with the help of this drawing, we can go for the outline process charts. And after this, you have to think whether this method is beneficial to us or not. If possible, you have to reduce the time. If possible, you can neglect any operations without effect on the product quality, whatever the dimensional, geometric, as well as dimensional tolerance is there, without affecting this. Okay, so this is actually method study. This is actually outline process charts, and this thing actually we required to decide the standard times required to manufacture any product. This is one examples I have given. So in any industry, just bearing manufacturing industry, crankshaft manufacturing industry, piston manufacturing industry, connecting rod manufacturing industry, bush manufacturing industry, liner manufacturing industry, cylinder manufacturing industry, carburetors manufacturing industry, spring manufacturing, everywhere we require the standard times for manufacturing. And before this, we have to study the at least 5 charts. So this chart, it comes under the method study. Okay. So after here it is clear. So now we'll go to the next part, that is the flow process charts. Flow process charts. Now for these jobs, we can make the flow process chart. Suppose these jobs we are manufacturing in our workshop, and raw material which is required to manufacture the job also we are purchasing. Now we have to make the flow process chart for this. Okay, same jobs, I will make the flow process charts. Same job. So how we can make the flow process chart for this? So here the serial numbers and activities, distance, times, and symbols. So these things will be here. So yes, we make chart. So this distance, time, symbols, and here remark. Remark. Okay. So we will make the flow process chart for this. This is the required thing. Okay. So suppose we have the raw materials at the corners of our workshop. There is a bandsaw machine. Okay. So first of all, we have to bring the bars from the outside. Okay. Means transportation is there. Okay. To bring the bars from the outside. This is the first thing. So I will write the first thing. Outside, maybe industrial area, MIDC, rolling mills, like this. So how much distance is there? Suppose we are purchasing this bar from Solapur MIDC, around 75 kilometers distance is there. So you can write that distance, 75 kilometers. Yes, 75 kilometers. 75 kilometers. So how much time is required to bring this bar from the Solapur to Pandharpur? How much time is required? 1.5 hours. So you can write 1.5 hours. So here's 1.5 hours. Which symbols here so we can use? So here actually we requires the all types of five symbols, all types of five symbols. So here's first symbol. This is the operation. Okay. Audible. Then next symbol. This is the inspection. Here, here I will make like this way. And next, this is the inspection. Rectangular, it shows inspection. Then next, this is the row, it will show the transportation. This is the transportation. Okay. So just you can put the symbol operations, inspections, transportation, delay, and store. So here delay D. Okay. And here one more remark here delay D and here store. So first to bring the bars from the outside, to bring the bar from the outside, correct? To bring the bar from outside. Okay. So the distance is there, time is there, so transportation is there. So you can write or remark in corresponding point transportation. So here transportation. After this, we can put this bar on the machine for cutting purpose. So next part is cutting of hexagon. So for this, how much distance? At least 2 3 meters. Because always we are keeping how much time is required for cutting is 0.20 hours. And this is the operation you can make. So if there is operations in operation columns, you can make the dart. After this, is it necessary go for inspection? Yes. So next, the inspection part is there. Inspection of bar. How much here distance, not distance is required. And here again, the how much 0 1 hours later we consider. And the corresponding symbol is here. So this inspection is what after this, after cutting, we can bring this material to the drilling machine where drilling is going on. So here transportation is there to bring to the drilling machine. Okay. So for the drilling machine. So here again 5 meters consider and how much time is consider. So here the transportation. So once it will come to the drilling machine, and previously job is uh, going on the drilling machines, then that parts will stop for few minutes. Okay. So if the present job is going on, then there is a delay. So next operation, that is the delay. Waiting for first job. So there's no distance between that. Okay. So after this delay, the again once that delay period will get over, then it will go for a drilling. So next operation is the drilling. Drilling operation, no distance required. Drilling operation point to our again this is the operation. Okay. After drilling, we can bring these jobs to the CNC. Some distances travel, bring to the CNC machine. So, after that, CNC operations and VNC operations. After this, we can make CNC operations and VNC operations. The next eight number operations are CNC. Okay. So there are distance required. The operation amount required. And after this, inner section is there. And data operation, what is the DNC? Then transportation, here we can take estimated of transportation. Within operation, operation. And after this, we have to go for inspection. Inspection, nothing in that, here inspection point 1 hour. And here inspection, yeah. And last one is the store, we can store it. 12 operations, that is stores. That you can join this all with. Correct. So after joining, you will come to know this. What is the actual flow of this material? Okay, from the sources means where we are purchasing the raw material for this to the stock in our workshops. You can try to understand just 2 minutes, try to understand, and if anybody having any questions, you can ask. Okay. Anybody having any problems related to uh, outline process charts and flow process charts or the same jobs? We have made outline process charts as well as flow process chart. Now, what is the difference between these two charts? Outline process chart, only two symbols we can use, but in flow process chart, we can use five symbols. In inspections, first circle is there. This is the operation symbol. Rectangular is there. This is inspection symbol. Arrow is there. Transportation. D for delay. And last one, the triangle is there. This is for store. Okay. And from the charts, this is a graphical representations of flow of material in our shop floors. So you can think where we can reduce the movement of the jobs so that the downtimes will decrease, cost of manufacturing will decrease, unnecessary movement of the materials we can avoid. So these things you will get from flow process charts. Correct? Because this is the material flow. So this is the material flow. Material flow will be like this way. Okay. Now, instead of stores, now this material is going here to here. So, is it possible to remove this and bring like this? Correct. So, you have to study this. In industry, you have to study, is it possible logically to reduce the particular movement? Correct. If it is possible, then you can do this thing. Okay. So this is about the flow processor chart. So today we'll stop here. Next charts tomorrow, 200 process charts tomorrow. We'll make the 200 process charts with one example. So today we have completed process charts, then flow process charts tomorrow, 200 process charts and multiple activity charts. These two charts we're going to study if possible with a certain example. So anybody having any problems, you can uh, give feedbacks to me. And morning lectures I have given the test numbers. Once you have to submit to me either on WhatsApp or mail, so that I will collect all these things in our term works part. Okay, so our time is over. We'll stop here. Okay, thank you.